Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. Huh? You heard right. Welcome to the Tricky Debate. Our first talk segment here on the Orange Lounge is 8 after 8. If you have a contribution to make to our debate, feel free to send us a WhatsApp or voice note to 024 488 3008. Question is this: is jealousy a sign of love or insecurity? I have two people who have mastermind of love and insecurity, and they're going to ensure that, just as many people found it very exciting hearing what the budget was about, this debate is equally as exciting like that for you tonight.
Tricky Debate. It's fun, awkward talk.
Okay, so debating tonight are Nana Ehuntehun and Miss Philo. Miss Philo says that when someone is jealous in a relationship, it's pure love. And from Nana's point of view, it means nothing like love. The person is simply insecure and can't help it. So we are here tonight to settle this. So I throw it at you listening to us too. Is jealousy a sign of love, or it's just insecurity?
It's the Tricky Debate.
Okay, Ebishavu. Omo woni ti du kakra. No one hwe menyim. Na budget no wa kan ewie. You can do your analysis in your head. But obo kutuku no na obo kutuku. Hope you have had a good day.
Sure.
Okay. I like your cheerful self, Miss Philo. That's one I don't know.
You woke up at the wrong side of the bed.
All right. Well, today I'm expecting quite a number of voice notes, so I'm going to reduce your times by 1 minute each, so that I force you to stay within making salient point for the betterment of our discourse tonight. Great. Last week then I started. I think this week, Miss Philo, you go. So, Miss Philo, your first 3 minutes starts now. I've already greeted, so you go on.
That is you. The fact that you have greeted doesn't mean that I can't also greet. So, please, to our cherished listeners, good evening and much love for always keeping the lag down. Just to enjoy us. Okay, so speaking on today's topic, that is jealousy a sign of insecurity? Or yes, is jealousy a sign of love or insecurity?
Yes, that's
yes. I wouldn't say it's insecurity. It's love. Why am I saying it's love? It's love because if you love someone is when you become jealous of the person. When you love something, you try to protect it. So by protecting it, you end up becoming jealous. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, you wouldn't want the thing to... It's like you are protecting your thing so that it doesn't go where is not supposed to go. So I wouldn't say it's insecurity. No. I'm secured, but I know that, hey, the love I have for you is very deep. I care about you. I want to hear your voice every now and then. So the little a vacuum, or the little the little space you give, that I find it difficult to hear from you, then you see that I become uncomfortable. So I need to check up on you. So if I do all these things, it doesn't make me insecure. It's love. If I don't love you, I wouldn't even care where you are. I wouldn't even care what goes on into your day, what's happening in your life. Do you get it? So please, I wouldn't say it's what it's insecurity. It's out of love. That is why I'm protecting what is mine. I don't want to lose it. When something is so precious to you, you wouldn't want to lose that thing. So you hold it high esteem. It's just like Rebecca said gold, but I always say you're like a diamond. Because it's a gold, yeah, it's easy for you to get it, but diamond no. And yet easy, sir. Obey bread before you get it. So when you get something,
hey, gold is easy to get.
Oh, and then a galamto no mutu no fit. What is so big to diamond? What is so big to diamond? No one fit. Oh, forget about the sun and whatever. But like, what I'm trying to say is, like, I can just even pass by behind this building and they can discover gold. But diamond is not like that. Do you get it? So at the end of the day, I say that I hold you as a diamond. That when you get, if I don't take care of you and I lose you, it will be hard for me to come by. So when you love someone, you end up protecting the person. And then you wouldn't want to lose that person. Out of that, you become what? You become jealous of the person by showing your love. The jealousy is the love you show the person.
Nana, very soon I'll ban you from doing some things. It is your turn now, please.
I just reserve my comments.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, good evening.
Please speak into the mic. Last week I got a little complaint that sometimes your voice is a bit far away from the mic. You have a powerful voice and they want to hear it.
Let them know that that's at times they take out my voice and at times they bring it back.
Who are those?
Is this time running?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's running. I know. I'm aware of it. Don't worry. As I just choose the side of my debates.
Is it insecurity at all?
Yes, it's insecurity.
Why?
It's insecurity because there's a saying that you say which means anything, literally means anything that belongs to you, you can just use your left hand to grab it away from. So why should you be afraid? Why should you be jealous of something? You know, it is something that we normally refer as lack of trust. You don't trust your partner. You don't trust your husband. You don't trust your wife. So you always think that your wife being with someone else or your husband being with someone who in your mind is cuter than you. You think the person is taking it away from you. You get it? Maybe you, the man, you have a
big forehead.
Your stomach is like a case 5. And they said this young, which is 6 packs guy, and also the packet is rich. So if you see your wife with that person, you think that, oh, you'll be jealous because you are afraid that maybe the 6 packs and your belly, there's difference. I mean, you don't have to be afraid of your wife if you trust, or you don't have to be afraid of your husband if you trust your partner. Moreover, there are times too that we need to also know that whenever it happens like that, you are saying you are protecting your marriage, or you are protecting too much of protecting something gets it a little bit wayward. Whenever you are holding someone like a diamond, somebody will tell you, I'm holding you like an egg. If a diamond falls down, you can pick it back. But if an egg falls down, you can't take it away. You can't do anything with it. I say wakoto sugar, nekogu mpano ahwim. Now see because it's a sugar. How do you separate it? You get it? So I stand with the view that, yes, no matter the situation, whenever you are being jealous, you are putting yourself as you are not secured in your relationship. Whenever you hear that your husband is hello, you know, ladies of today, hey, it is an out. That's some of them, their first even comments. Ben manage wouldn't, you know, or the phone out to loudspeaker. As soon as you hear, hey, it is an out, hey, how can a woman ask you that question? How can a man ask you that question if there's nothing going on? Is it that you are trying to think that you are protecting your marriage? You are insecure. You think that you are insecure. You think somebody is taking it away from you. Which means that it belongs to someone. You can be with your husband. You can be with your you go to bed and then what do you do? What happens to it?
Thank you. Yes, Miss Fellow, your next 3 minutes.
Okay, so Nana was like, when you do that, it means you are insecure, become jealous of your partner, meaning your husband or your wife, or your fiancé or your fiancé. Then it means you are insecure. I would say no. If you love something and you value it too much, you wouldn't want to lose that thing, so you protect it. In as much as I'm protecting you, it doesn't mean I'm insecure. Just like the way Nana was saying that if you do that, it means you are it's insecurity. You are insecure. You go. You are afraid that some nice 6-pack or what will come in. Please, hello. He saw all these 6-pack. She saw all these 6-pack. She saw those flats, calculator shaped women and all that, and the person decided to be with you. But if I don't love you, see, I don't care that much about you to the extent that whatever you do doesn't bother me that much. So if I love you and I care about you, I need to let you know that, hey, I love you. I need to check up. I need to do my checks. That doesn't mean I'm insecure. No. It means that I value you. I love you. I'm expressing my passion, the romantic love that bonds us. I am exhibiting it. I want you to see it. This is the man who is there for me. This is a woman who is there for me 24/7, who checks up on me. Hey, honey, good evening. Hey, honey, what's up? How has the day been? Have you eaten something? Does it mean that I'm insecure? If I do all these little checks, does it mean I'm insecure? It's out of love. If I don't love you, I wouldn't even pick up a phone. How many people pick up a phone to call their partners at work? Some don't even care about the obeyempo. Do you want to say that into the pakono and only naturally say the person is insecure or what? Or the person is secured? No. This is how I have decided to portray my love to you, to show you how much I care about you. And if I'm exhibiting it, I don't see anything wrong with that. For you to say I am insecure, no. I'm doing everything out of love. So it's not about if I'm jealous of the kind of friends you go out with. Sometimes I need to protect what I have. What if you've told me some stories about your friends that some of them, you know, they're a little bit negative type, that when you are with them, I need to make sure that you are on check. That doesn't mean that no. That doesn't mean that I'm insecure. No. You see, so sometimes you have to get somebody who's, hey, okay, why? Oh, I'm with friends. Oh, okay, please be careful. Oh. At least that careful, now I can't tell. No. It will ring a bell. Do you get it? For you to know that, hey, there is someone out there. My husband is waiting for me. My wife is waiting for me. Or my wife or husband has sent me this caution that I need to be careful. So even if you think they are going to do something, like, let's say, sometimes when friends meet, you know the kind of, sometimes the unusual things that they do.
I don't know.
Oh, like maybe I say a drinker. That you don't overdo it. You stay within your limit. If probably you wouldn't take it, you don't take it. So that doesn't mean that I'm insecure. I'm doing everything. It's out of love.
Okay. Anna, the microphone is waiting for you. Stop looking at her like that.
No, because I'm even surprised that she's coming out with that point. You know, when somebody overreacts, yes, you can call your partner at any given time. That doesn't mean that you are jealous or something of that. By the way, a manner you put your comment across. You call your partner morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you want to call your partner, you do so. You cannot attribute that one as jealousy. you only attribute it as the way you think that it is good for you. But whenever you are doing things beyond certain things, that makes it an insecure, which means that you think that your partner is doing something, or there's somebody out there.
The beyond explain.
It's time.
I don't get it. Why should you interrupt?
Go on.
You know,
Noted.
whenever you are having a problem, or you think that your husband or your wife is cheating on you, or you think that somebody out there, if care is not taken, it is going to take the person out from your hand. You become so much afraid that you overreact. You think that, oh, my man find the phone, who is calling, who is the, I mean, that type of jealousy. You just pick the phone that you want to look at. No, our friend at the end of the day, who is she or is he chatting with? At what time? That's you go out. You are there and somebody calls you. This is an important meeting. And you think that, oh, my husband or my wife is going for a meeting. Let me drive her to that meeting or something like that. So you go and you meet on it. They are chatting and bibia. You know, all this jealousy is something that always leads to an insecurity. You are afraid of losing something. You get it? When you are afraid of losing something, when you overreact, it makes you an insecure. You realize that no, there's something that out there. There's something out there. When care is not taken, that thing is going to get out of my hand, and that is what they are afraid of.
Okay.
They are afraid of just losing whatever they think is precious to them. But your husband or your wife is not cheating on you. It's not doing anything.
They just don't want the person to be free.
That is it.
They are afraid of freedom.
Thinking that if care is not taken, somebody will grab it. That's why I gave a proverb. So you are afraid that somebody out there who the thing belongs to will just use the left hand to take it out from your hand. And we in our language, when somebody uses the left to do anything, which means that it's something that okay.
All right. Now, I'm going to give each one of you today's rebuttals. I don't want any crossover actions. No, nothing like that. So, use the next 1 minute you have judiciously so that you are able to convince moi, Judge HKO, that you really believe in the points you have made, and convince me. I want to be convinced. So, Miss Philo, let's see,
Okay.
1.5 minutes. Yes.
Okay. So, by then I asked Nana to explain what he meant by beyond. When do you remember I asked him a question?
No.
If he can answer, why are you saying no? Why are you trying to be a little? Nana, please, with all due respect, I asked you a question. He said, when you go beyond, I said, like the beyond that you're talking about, can you explain?
Oh. You want me to explain the word beyond?
Beyond what? Like church, beyond now, where your view of beyond, when you say something is like, if my wife goes to work and I check up on my wife, what is the beyond? I have to check up on her. Oh, honey, today I'll be going for a board meeting. Oh, then I ask you, yeah, hello, dear. How did the meeting go? Are you done? Have you taken something? Have you had something to eat? Am I being kind of say insecure, or am I overdoing it? That will make you think that I'm insecure or something. No, I do everything that I do out of love. When I love someone, I protect you. I don't want you to just go. I want you to always have it at the back of your mind that someone somewhere loves you. Your husband loves you. Your wife loves you. So I want you to be ringing every day, clicking. It doesn't mean that I am insecure. No, I am showing my love. I kind of saying, I'm telling you how much I love you, how much you are worth. You're worth to me. So I need to show that love to you. And me showing it doesn't mean that I am insecure. No, Nana, please. I can call you. I'm not overprotecting you. Each and every one of us have a way of doing things. What I may seem normal, you may think it's what? It's something else to you. So if I think it's normal for we understand each other, and I do that, I don't think it's insecure. So I said, for me, it's love. It's not insecure.
All right.
Jealousy, maybe. Jealousy.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe something that's a natural response. You can say it's an insecure. It's the person is insecure, or there's an insecurity in the relationship.
Can you raise your voice a little? Okay, it's better.
Whenever you are, I use the word you are overact. You go beyond, which means that things that you expect every rational human being to be doing, you think that.
Are you trying to insult?
Oh no, I'm not insulting.
No, he's not.
And I said we are debating. Use the word.
The word every rational, because there are certain things that
if I say it's love, I'm being irrational.
No, I'm not.
No, that's why it's a debate.
I'm not basing on that.
I understand. Go.
Whenever you just go beyond, something that I say beyond, whatever you think that you call the person just now, within 30 minutes you call again. Though you are calling to check on the person, but you are going beyond. You get it? That's why I use the word every rational human being will understand that. You cannot be calling your partner maybe with an interval of 20 minutes when your partner is saying, I'm having a board meeting. You call once, the person said, I'm having a meeting.
And who does that? Knowing very well the person is a meeting, then he will decide to call.
So that's why I'm using the word beyond. Beyond every rational human being. When you talk about love is something that if you show it, exhibit it, the person understands. But when jealousy is a process whereby you do things that makes you like there's an insecurity of whatever you are doing. You are jealous of what? You are jealous that Kwamena is taking your wife away from you, or you are jealous because your face always look red while someone is using natural beauty, natural black. Black is beauty. Black is something you cannot take it away from you. But there's also saying that Obako Kodam person and light of Auhuno. So the two who say black, the dark in compression person will always think that Obako Kodi or Jam Hako. Or no so a Kokorusu who said Nukureku or Batuntuma, black is beauty. It's because of Tuntunity or Jan Hako. So they become so much jealous, and they are insecure in their relationship.
All right.
It's love.
Anyway.
Call it love. You get it?
All right. So
Forget about it.
While we often seen as negative, a small amount of jealousy in a relationship can be advantageous by signaling the importance of the relationship, prompting communication about boundaries, and potentially motivating self-improvement by highlighting areas where one might feel insecure or want to invest more in the partnership. Essentially, it can act as a protective mechanism to maintain the bond with your partner if managed healthily. Okay? We've gotten a few messages from our listeners, and we are also going to listen to them for the first time as you also take a listen.
Tricky debates. It's fun, awkward talk.
Hello, Miss Dorsey. Me pacho. Jealousy is a sign of love. And based on the question, it's like it's an emotional feelings based on an individual, which we have to deal with. So I think my answer is emotional. It's an emotional feelings. That's we cannot do without it.
All right. If I get the question right, is jealousy a sign of love or insecurity? I believe the question should have been, is too much jealousy a sign of love or insecurity? Because love without a little bit of jealousy too is not love. And love with over jealousy is the one you call it insecurity. Because you can't say you love somebody without a bit of jealousy. It doesn't tally. because there should be a little bit of, jealousy, kind of you don't want your man for any other person per se. You don't want to be like you're being with somebody, being like I don't care person or something like that. And you can't be over jealous. So over jealousy is the insecurity aspect. But love, actually, there should be a kind of a little jealousy, kind of, a way to show your partner that, you don't want anyone to come in between or something like that. But it shouldn't be over jealousy. That is where the insecurity comes in. All right, thank you very much.
It's the Tricky Debate.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my view. For me, jealousy is a sign of weakness, and there's no way it can be a sign of love. As human as we are, we know what jealousy can do. Through jealousy, many have caused division in families and even to the extent of killing. So, in human perspective, jealousy is weakness. Thank you.
All right. And from Sherry, she also says it shows insecurity as well. Who else did we get? Okay. Kukua says it's both. And I disagree with her. It's a debate, you have to pick a side. My doctor friend says that small jealousy is a sign of love. Medium is insecurity. Plenty jealousy is sickness, aka madness. Okay, here's another voice note.
Hi, good evening. I believe jealousy can be a sign of both love and insecurity at the same time. I, for one, I really love to guard my man. I really love to protect him from harm's way. Sometimes we kind of have the fear of losing the person to someone else, so then that jealousy mode is kind of activated. Protective mode is kind of activated, and well, it's not really a bad thing. Of course, I'm guarding what I really love. Yes. When it comes to insecurity, I think low self-esteem can lead to, you doubting your partner's love for you, thereby resulting in jealousy. So insecurity, yes. Love, yes. So I think it's both. It goes both ways.
Okay, so this sounds like a topic that people have an interest in. And so here's one more voice note.
Okay, jealousy is not a sign of love, but it's insecurity because nobody wants a competition in life. So anything that happens between two lovers, one party may find it to be jealousy because the mindset is different from what the person is thinking, because the person is not thinking straight whether he's secure or not. As for love, when love is in possession, everything goes to death. So to my mind, jealousy is insecurity, not love. Thank you.
It's the Tricky Debate.
Hello. This is very tricky, but it's highly relative. What do I mean by it's highly relative?
Bring that voice back.
Sometimes it's a matter of love. Other times too, it's a matter of insecurity. And even sometimes, it's envy. Thank you.
You get that? It's yeah. Sorry, say that again.
He said sometimes it's a matter of love.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a matter of
Insecurity, and sometimes
it's a matter of
hatred.
Is it hatred?
What did he say?
He said, "Oh, if you can play that in the ending."
Really relative. Sometimes it's a matter of love. Other times too, it's a matter of insecurity. And even sometimes, it's envy. Thank you.
All right. So that's what we got over there. We have about 3 more voice notes. Let's listen to those.
Hello, Nana. To me, my best of knowledge, I would say it's insecurity at a part and love at a part. Something that you really love, something that you like, you guard it jealously with your heart. I will link it to the biblical meaning. If God says he's a jealous God, it doesn't mean he's insecure that the devil can take his kids or his children away from him, but it's because he loves us deeply. That is why. So to me, at a point you will say it's insecurity, but when you love something, you jealously guard it with every bit of your fiber. So I will say for a fact that jealousy is not insecurity, but it is love.
Well, if you ask me, I would say that everybody needs some teeny little bit of jealousy in every relationship, because it gets to a point where if the partner doesn't show any sign of jealousy at all, you feel like he doesn't love you. So, in a way, it shows that he loves you. But in another way, when the jealousy becomes too much, then it's insecurity. But for me, if you ask me, I would want you to exhibit a little bit of jealousy. It can't be that you have no jealousy at all, like men talking to your wife or your partner or anything. It feels like he really doesn't care, or he's not so into you. Well, that's my thought.
Okay, to start with my thought or opinion, I would say that I think everybody is born with that nature of jealousy, because from the biblical point of view, I would say we were created in the likeness of God, in the image and the likeness of God. And even the Bible says God is jealous because he loves us. So we understand that we have that trait of God in us. Like we are also able to be jealous about things we love. But we shouldn't let, as human beings, we shouldn't let our jealousy lead us to sin or to do the undoable. Many a times in relationship and marriages, when the other party feels there's some sort of, they feel suspicious or distrust about the other party, that is when jealousy sets in. Because when you're with your partner or when you're with your spouse and you feel very suspicious about their deeds, their movement, their action, it makes you jealous, because then you feel you can't trust them anymore. But in the other way, you should also know that because you love them, that is why you are jealous of them. So you should find ways and means to address whatever is going on that is bringing the suspicion, or that is anything that is not making you trust your spouse or your partner. I don't think it should make you insecure, because if you know your stand, or you know what you hold in the marriage or the relationship, I don't think you should let the marriage lead you to be somebody who is not comfortable, or who is not insecure in their own relationship. But if you are able to address whatever problem, talk to your spouse in a manner where they would also feel free to talk to you, not to be too suspicious or nosy about their activities or their actions. I think you'll be able to have a relationship. I wouldn't say a jealous-free relationship, but it will minimize, or it wouldn't bring those sort of jealousy, that attribute in the marriage all the time. It wouldn't make you become that person who feels insecure in their own relationship. You would have to handle jealousy well, because everybody has a tendency to be jealous because you love the person.
Okay, so those are interesting perspectives from listeners. Here is one more. Kwame says that jealousy in a relationship can stem from a mix of both love and insecurity. And its interpretation often depends on the context and the individuals involved. So for him, jealousy can stem from protectiveness, vulnerability, and desire for exclusivity. You are her alpha and omega. Yes, how can you share? Oh, you can share if you can share. Let's do one last comment we got on Facebook. I'm going to read that one because I found it as a way of closing our tricky debate tonight. And as usual, dear internet is playing with me. Okay. Somebody said it's insecurity as well on Facebook. Just follow us on Facebook at HKO Live, and whenever we post stuff, you can have it in your live feed, and you share a comment with us. So one last comment, and then we're going to end our debate with that. And a friend of mine said, Edward says that it's none of the above. I hope you guys are listening. It says none of the above. Jealousy is a character. It's part of being. You can choose to be or not. And his last line says, it's just like being a thief or a gossip. It's a character. All right, so on that note, we'll call it the end of our tricky debate for tonight. Our listeners have done a yeoman's job for us tonight, so kudos to all of you. If you want to continue sharing with us your opinion, still keep them coming to 024-488-3008, and we'll share on our Facebook wall and other social media pages as well. All right, thank you for your company tonight. Debating tonight has been Nana Ehuntehun and Miss Philo. I am HKO. We are coming back shortly with our topic time for tonight.
It's the Tricky Debates.